Verde and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Well, the Democratic Republic of Congo have not won a game. This Cape Verde side, however, has. They were able to come out and win one of their 2 games against Kenya, and now it's a matter of trying to win this game to join Angola as one of the qualification to the quarterfinal winners. Also later today, it'll be Cameroon against Egypt and Cote d'Ivoire against Tunisia. Well, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Azania Watson. And Azania, the winner of this quarterfinal here between Cape Verde and the Democratic Republic will have a rather difficult assignment in the quarterfinals. They will go up against Nigeria.
Yeah, but they just have to worry about this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not worry about a big task ahead. Congo's still trying to chase for their first win here. You know, they've lost in both their group stages versus Mali and Angola. They really struggled to me in this tournament. They haven't really found or established themselves. They have good pieces, good post players. And then Cape Verde obviously got their first win versus Kenya, kind of built on that. And then a disappointing loss against Mozambique, really coming down to the last minutes. Unfortunately, they couldn't pull that out here. I'm not really too sure who is the favorite for this. I couldn't tell you. I have to do my job throughout this game to let you know, but I don't have a team that I'm picking.
Well, we've seen passages of good play from the Congolese. Probably better, more consistent play from Cape Verde, although they were really up against it against Mozambique.
Yeah.
But they had the ability to spread the floor, to play really good team basketball together.
And their philosophy is defense. You know, Cape Verde have really tried to work on their rotations, trying to be there, work as a team. So their little motto is defense, defense, defense. So they're really going to try and slow Congo down today. I'm not sure how well they'll do it. They've got some big post players. Congo down there, pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see what they do in this game, changing it up, finding it difficult for Congo to get easy offense.
Well, we did see Congo come out in their second game yesterday and actually were pretty decent in the first quarter, but that lasted all of about 8 minutes.
Yeah, Mali really put it to them. They lost 82 to 56 to Mali. Really struggled at times. Not many people giving them production off the bench. Congo only had 8 points and Berlezi had 12 points, so she was really their only true offense. So hopefully they've watched film, they've come back together, they can kind of capitalize on this undersized Cape Verde team. I can't, like I said, I don't want to bet, actually.
You don't want to bet a fish?
No, I don't want to bet a fish.
Okay.
I can't give you who I think. They have the size, but they have the true defense and their mindset.
Okay, well, we're going to pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthem.
Merci. Autour de l'hymne national du Cap Vert.
Okay, the national anthems have indeed been played. And now we'll get a peek at the referees for today's game. There we go. Lining up, it's Joyce Uchinu, Abdoulaye Kamagate, and Lamine Diawara from Zimbabwe, Cote d'Ivoire, and Mali. Well, we'll get a look at the rosters for both teams here, and starting off with the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yes, sorry, they have great post defense with Makongo and Ngoze, number 15, real big post presence down below. Hopefully they can get those goals going early and often.
Well, you've got Kutila, Ngobeleza, Bombolo, Mokango, and Akonga in the starting five. And we'll also get a look at the Cape Verde roster.
You know, Vars was so good for them, 14 points, but got in early foul trouble for Cape Verde. So hopefully she can come out and play a better game for them. She's number 7. They play good minutes. It's Rocha, number 12. Barosh, number 10, really pushes the ball for them. Can shoot the 3, light it up early. So they need good offensive Vars. She can't get in any early foul trouble. Here you see her starting.
Jade Letal, Analicia Fernandez, Josiana Vash, Alexia Baros, and Loreto Rocha are in the starting five. And what we don't know is the status of Livramento. So she did tweak her knee yesterday for Cape Verde.
Yeah, she out warming up.
Just trying to spot number 14 out there. And yes, she is indeed. So it looks like she will play.
Great news.
It remains to be seen how much. She does have like some type of protection on her right knee. Or some type of, not bandage, but what do you call it? A knee support?
Yeah.
So again, the winner will advance to face Nigeria in the quarterfinals. Already, we know that Angola, by virtue of their victory earlier today over Kenya, will take on host Senegal in their quarterfinals. So Coach Kiembe here with the Democratic Republic of Congo. And hoping to pull the strings today that gets his team in with a shout, perhaps a top 6 finish. Antonio Moreira, the same thing, emphasized the need for Cape Verde at the very start of this tournament before it, playing the best defense that they can If they do that, then that will give them a chance to have their highest possible finish.
Devant toi, tiens ma boco, mais dès qu'on a le ballon, on va en transition, on va marquer. Petit rappel pour la placement d'habitude. Toujours commencer.
Congo's goal was to try and push and do better than 2017's Afrobasket, where they came 9th. They're trying to look for top 6, but struggling to get their first win. It's really important here. The winner will move on, like we said, to Nigeria, and the loser will go home. So they really have to buckle up if they want to do better than that 9th position that they did 2 years ago.
So the teams that do end up finishing in the top 6 will be in the pre-qualifiers for the 2020 Olympics. So that is one of the aims that all of these players have. But as you said, Azania, it's all about taking it one game at a time. And you got to beat the team in front of you. And the team in front of the Congo here is Cape Verde, and vice versa. It's the Congolese in front of Cape Verde. And falling out of bounds with Cape Verde, so it's going to be Democratic Republic of Congo that starts off. In the blue and attacking the basket to the right on your screen, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and already a turnover, and Alexia Barros able to dribble it up, hand it off to Rocha. He has the bounce pass to Jay Letao. And Josiana Vash, who got into foul trouble yesterday and wasn't as impactful as she might have been, I think steps out of bounds here. That was a great block.
By Chanel Makango, really easy to block that. She went up in She went up in one motion, so as a defender, it's easy to time and block. But good scout, because Vash likes to drive to her left hand. I've been seeing her do that all tournament.
So the foul puts Futila on the free throw line, and she puts the Democratic Republic of Congo in front, 2-0. Coach Morela needs a timeout here, with Cape Verde already behind. Alexia Barros, meanwhile, comes up with the interception, and with the layup, misses the layup. So again,
Yeah,
He has asked for a timeout on the next dead ball. And a break for Cape Verde as Futila missed the layup.
Yeah, Badosh had a perfectly wide open layup, but just that length of Chanel Makango really just deterred her and missed the basket.
Here she is open. A nightmare start for the team in white. Shot from the left corner. Badosh gets it to the middle, and again a chance. Bounce pass. Eludes Rocha. No, she gets it back, puts it up. Mrs. Bosch comes in for the offensive rebound, and the three-pointer is good finally for Cape Verde.
They needed that. They were struggling there. 9-0 run for Congo, so good job for hitting that wide open
That
three.
was Evera, who had a big game in the second yesterday for Cape Verde.
Yeah, versus Mozambique. She played well.
Futila misses. Another chance, and the air ball not collected by Cape Verde, so a third attempt to score here, and Futila gets inside, and offensive rebounds, giving the Congolese more opportunities.
Yeah, Cape Verde don't have any answers for these post players. They're pretty tall. The 4, the 3, and the 5 player for Congo. Pretty good inside players, so they're really capitalizing on their height. And I knew later on in this tournament, Cape Verde would struggle not having any depth, well, height, should I say.
E depois, a hora que ele dobra faz movimento, ninguém quer tomar dobra. You gotta go double on that. And then everyone's gotta go for rebound. When they shoot, you guys gotta go towards the...
Everybody.
Do the game. Tu restes là, porteur, il y a balle, au tient pression. Les autres rentrent, ma boque, ne montez pas sur les feintes, ça va?
So an early 8-point lead for the Democratic Republic of Congo. And unfortunately for Cape Verde, it's more of the same from yesterday. They started very slowly against Mozambique and kind of faced an uphill battle the rest of the way. There's Futila. You see she's off to a quick start. Livramento has checked into the game, number 14. And here she is going baseline, and immediately pays dividends. You can see she doesn't look like she's moving at 100%.
No, nice little runner though.
Could be she just needs to run and get loose.
Yeah, throughout the game should warm up.
And the pass inside, rims out. Right there for the offensive rebound and putback was number 10, Makango.
Yeah, Cape Verde have to box out most of their post players. They can't jump with them. They're Makango is at least 6'4". Cape Verde don't have anyone over 6 foot. You have to box her out.
Already being out rebounded, 6 rebounds to 1. So worrying start to the game again for Cape Verde. They got to turn things around here. Vosh. Rocha held by Bombolo. That was a bad foul late in the shot clock.
Yeah, good job, Rocha, putting the ball on the floor and getting something going to the basket.
Rocha goes out. So she gets her first breather, and Fernandez back in the game, number 6. Evera. Again, it's the team in blue, the Congolese, up by 8 points. And now the double team forces a turnover, and there's a 3-on-1 break, and up ahead, and good finish this time by Barros.
Yeah, good transition, quick basket. They need more of those if they're going to stay in this game.
Soft jump shot wide open for Ingo Beleza. Evra hands it off, and Barros short. No real rebounding to speak of for the Cape Verdeans.
Wow.
And that just illustrates it right there. Nobody boxing out.
Yep, and Chanel Makango for Congo is just rebounding machine. One on defense, one on offensive rebound, and a putback. She's doing great. And a big block there versus Vash. She's having a great first quarter.
Indeed, and Vash making no impact on the game. Front foot. Now Frutilla. And again, Cape Verde just kind of standing around, not getting those clean rebounds.
Possession arrow for Cape Verde. Yeah.
A rare sight, Cape Verde scoring here in the first quarter. 3.5 minutes to go. They're down 17-7. And Barros takes a seat. Letao back in the game in the right corner.
Into the left there.
Voss did a great job that time of just kind of dancing around the defense.
Yeah, lovely finish by her. I guess I have a better view from up here, but every time she favors this left hand, you see this. She drives every time to the left. Wonderful finish there. Really good job giving her team extra offense.
Very lackadaisical defense, though, on Ingo Beleza.
No, Bosch credit, she did, you know.
She juked her.
Yeah, she made her way around the defense. A little trap here. Cape Verde in the zone still, 2-3 zone, sitting on Chanel. Got to box her out. Good job, 14.
Here she is in the open floor. Bosch loses the handle, gets it back to Livramento. Now Livramento goes in and then just fumbles it away.
Yeah, she's struggling. Look how she limps. He needs to sub her out quickly.
Yeah. And the basket, an easy one for the Congolese. Livramento limping and certain to come out at the next dead ball. Bosch drives in. Now the Congolese. And, well, you know what? She had to be stretchered off the floor yesterday, and we were almost surprised she was able to come back.
Yeah, she's definitely struggling, isn't she?
And I'm guessing that might, I just wonder if that's going to be it for the tournament. And that was just a bad turnover by her. And then the quick response by the Congolese. Good hustle. Barros. He hit a lot of threes in the opener against Kenya. And feeding the ball down into the low post will lead to free throws for Chanel Mokango.
Yeah, Cape Verde, see, they're pleading with the referee, please. She's in there 3 seconds, way too long. They have a very good point. She's in there for quite a long time. But hey, she's getting rebounds and taking full advantage of being in there for a long time.
10 points the advantage. Promising start here for the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now it's an 11-point advantage. Coach Kimba doesn't have to do anything. He's just sitting back and savoring this start. He hasn't had too many good moments in this tournament to sit back and savor. Fernandez fouled by Kutila.
Yeah. Congo's doing a really great job on the boards, getting extra efforts here. Fortunately, you see her slight foul there. Resets the shot clock. Cape Verde.
Fernandez misses everything. Another pass into the corner, and Gobeleza.
Wonderful three there. Had her feet set. Nothing you can do with that.
And Fernandez goes in and draws the foul. But it is a worrying start. 14-point lead. And perhaps bailed out by the call there. There was a lot of ball. This is Ngobeleza's long jump shot. I expected more out of Cape Verde, and what we've gotten so far, this is nowhere near as well as they can play. And 1 of 2 has been made by Fernandez.
Yeah, I would like to see their bench get back into the action. They were really, here they are clapping, good job, but, calling defense, try and get some sort of momentum, get some sort of, help, because they're struggling here on the court. Congo's really taking advantage of their post play down low.
And Vera Evera back in the game, and now a foul, or is it 3-second violation?
Yeah, they finally got the call.
Bosch over to Leitao. Leitao did a good job of coming in, getting the ball back. Cross court. Now out to Bosch, so she's open, and again, long rebound over to Leitao.
Yeah, good job getting second chances.
And Leitao drives in, and it looked like she had a layup going in, and it came out.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that today, haven't we? Bouncing and out. The ball must be really bouncy.
Oh boy, that pass almost went in the basket. Bosch has it in the middle of the floor. Will she take it all the way? Yes, she does. Right at Kutila.
Yeah, I really like Bosch. She does a really good job slashing to the rim, getting good, offense for Cape Verde. She's really unstoppable. I'm glad she hasn't got any foul trouble.
Final couple of seconds, and the ball turns back over
Yeah,
to
Rocha
Cape
there.
Verde. Yeah, it was Kutila with a unnecessary contact. This was Bosch on that last one, and maybe a tad unlucky not to get to the line as well. 1.8 seconds. Baros launches it. Oh!
Yeah, good job.
All things considered, an 11-point deficit at this stage probably isn't that bad for Cape Verde, because they were really, really struggling. Nevertheless, Democratic Republic of Congo, I'm sure they'll settle for 24 first quarter points. They lead it by 11.
It's been all about the Congo getting extra possessions for their team. 7 from 11 from 2, 2 from 4, and getting to the line 100%. If Cape Verde want to get back into this game, they have to box out their big players. They're just overwhelming them with offensive and defensive rebounds. Vash for Cape Verde is doing a good job slashing to the basket, keeping them in the game. But I think Congo is overwhelming Cape Verde at the moment. Really nice to see Cape Verde. Fans are here, you know, singing, clapping, dancing, got their flags up. So really good for them. Hopefully they can spur their team on. Make
One of their songs that they're playing right now, I thought they were going to start singing, the house, the house, the house is on fire. Anyway.
It does sound like that, doesn't it?
The second quarter underway, and Bosch has it after the turnover. Almost lost it. Evra, and looks like Cape Verde starting to quicken their step. Still can't get it to go. Russia chases it down. Cleverly gets out of trouble.
Yeah, Russia plays hard for them.
And Bosch, and that is the reward for hustle.
Yeah, I like Bosch. She doesn't score a lot, but she really is a hustle player, diving on the floor, getting her team second possessions. And in that case, they get a bucket from her hard work.
Congo gets it down low and is well short. Letao hands it off, gets it back, and puts it up, and she draws the foul. Wow, what a different Cape Verde team we're looking at now. Great pass back by Indira Evra, and Letao said, don't mind if I do. She takes it, scores, and takes the trip to the line. But does not convert the chance.
Yeah, they need all those 3 points that they can get. You have to convert on the line here if you're in a close game or want to get back into it.
Well, the Democratic Republic of Congo have certainly had their share of misses, and right now those misses are starting to look a little bit, shall we say, costly.
Yeah, and great for the bench, exactly what I was talking about. Cape Verde got up off their feet, commended their team for the turnover, and hopefully they keep capitalizing on this little spur that they're on.
Russia passes up the three, back to Barros, wide open. And then following it, Russia almost was able to tap it back up. And then Bosch reads the long pass, and again, Democratic Republic of Congo just kind of coming apart, but they're fortunate that they haven't been punished for those mistakes. Congo trying to bring it up, and they barely get it across midcourt in time.
Good defense. They're really turning it up here. Wow, another turnover.
Out of bounds was number 9, Mambenya. Didn't have the best of games yesterday.
Yeah, this is usually their style of defense. This is what they pride themselves on, so I'm happy to see it because in the first quarter, they were really struggling. So I'm really glad to see they've turned their defense up, and hopefully they can capitalize on their good fortune on the defensive end.
Evra. Barros has yet to get on track from three-point range. Evra thought about it. Letao, she's back there. She launches it, misses it, and it did not hit the rim. Nevertheless, the rebound by Muganza Nyota. She takes it all the way and draws the foul.
Who was that foul on?
I'm not sure.
Bosch has one already.
Oh,
Russia.
Yeah, anytime you reach,
Easy.
you're going to be at risk. So Russia, who is excellent when it comes to like not giving up on plays, harrowing penetration and passing it back out to the perimeter.
Yeah, I think she was really tired though. She went to the coach and asked for a sub. She's played good, hard minutes, so she needs a breather.
So Mona Lisa comes into the game. Mona Lisa Mendes.
That's fun to say. Mona Lisa Mendes.
Beautiful name.
Yeah, love it. Sounds like a god.
Sounds like a piece of art.
Yeah, piece of art. I think it is.
Well, she's open in the left corner. If you get her the rock, now she's going to penetrate, pass it back out to Voss. A reach, foul. Foul number 3. And I think that was on Ingo Beleza for a push. Yep, that's her second foul.
Now Congo in the zone, 2-3 zone there, sitting in the paint.
Barros, if you take the zone, if you play in that zone, you're almost daring the opposition. Oh, and they've called an unsportsmanlike foul. And the hand check not allowed by Indira Evra.
I would like to see this one again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah,
It's
not
an easy
playing
one.
the ball. She can't be upset about that. She pulled her waist and her shorts. Easy call for the referee. Good call.
Well, they trail by 7. Cape Verde, and now it is 8. Mambenya makes the first. They'll also keep possession after she takes this free throw. She really does need to redeem herself. Yesterday had a poor performance, I thought.
Yeah, I don't remember her, so I guess so.
You might remember she took an ill-advised shot.
Oh yeah, with seconds running when they had time.
Late,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you, Jeff. Great memory.
Thank you very much.
With so many games, I'm just on to the next.
So Cape Verde decided to call timeout, trailing by 9.
But you gotta shoot the ball. You gotta shoot the ball. You guys are not shooting the ball. There's a lot of different pass, move. You gotta move the ball. Okay? But listen. To get tired of defense, instead of not pressuring, ask to get out of the game. The last 2 minutes, we didn't press. So they started scoring again. You gotta press.
Well, judging from that comment, don't be surprised if Cape Verde pressed the rest of the way.
Yeah, he said also on offense there's a lot of standing around, so make sure we move the ball. And he also told his team, if you're tired, ask for a sub. I think that's important in games like this. You work as hard as you can. You see Rosha does that all the time, and then she, looks over at coach and says, I need a breather. And that's perfectly okay. That's team sport. That's team basketball. Helping your team.
Jump shot and a push on Fernandez. That's their biggest problem when the Democratic Republic of Congo set up in their half-court offense is rebounding for Cape Verde. Mambenya gets it to Ingo Beleza. Ball batted out through the hands of Paula Akonga. And
3 seconds, please.
3 seconds
Yeah.
indeed.
Yep. They're really good job for Cape Verde to tell the referee, please, keep an eye out for this because both post players are staying in there way too long. So good call, referee.
Fernandez back to Vosh. And Vosh, good defense by the guard from the Congolese. And then Mona Lisa Mendes commits the foul. It was Mambenya that forced the turnover.
Yeah, good transition bucket here. Way to pass the ball ahead.
Got a lot of ball, a little bit of body there. So I'm guessing that's why the foul was called. Congolese are hurting Cape Verde now at the free throw line. 4 straight. At the free throw line so far, 9 of 10. So they are really doing the job at the charity stripe.
Pretty early shot there in offense. Cape Verde just need to take their time.
Side.
That's Bosch's second. Doesn't want to pick up anymore. Yesterday's game, she was in foul trouble early.
Not sure what she did there, but that was Muganza and Yoto going to town on her. Looked like she was kind of initiating the contact. Coach Moreira really trying to work the rest to get some calls. Not necessarily work the rest, but try to get his viewpoint across.
His point, which you're allowed to do. Congo back in the 2-3 zone.
Back to a 12-point lead. Rocha back in as well.
4 seconds on the top.
Leitao. They don't score, they can't set up their press. Banya going up against Rocha. Now the pass. Oh, what a tough shot made by number 7, Sephora Cayolo. The lead back to 14. Well, they've answered the Cape Verde run with a run of their own. Rocha. All knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Mambenya, excuse me. Rocha, baseline, follows up her miss. Three-point attempt. Just not falling for Cape Verde. They're launching them and still can't get it to go. And that time, Evora tried to sneak in there with a reverse and just had the ball taken away by Congo. Now wide open. That's going to be 2 if it goes. Now the offensive rebound and the rejection by Rocha.
It's like a volleyball hit. But the zone is still giving Bosch problems. This might be it's a nice block there.
That was a rejection. But it's the Congolese up 14. And Muganza and Yoto pulls her way down low and earns another trip to the line.
This overall size is just too much for Cape Verde. They're just way too big inside. They're getting rebounds right over their heads, getting second chance points. So it's going to be a tough night.
And don't forget, they are making their free throws. I mean, they are shooting 90+% at the line, which is the best performance that we've seen from anybody. Well, now they're 12 and 14. but still, that's the best performance we've seen from any team.
Yeah, everyone's been struggling to hit consistent from the free throw line. Here's Vash. Turns it over. Sadly, luckily Congo mishandled the ball and turn it right back over to Cape Verde. Let's see if they can capitalize on this silly mistake.
Maria Correa back in the game for the first time for Cape Verde, number 15. Open Baros. Could hardly miss the other day in their opener against Kenya, but today she can't buy one.
Has she scored yet?
I don't think she has.
Might have had a layup.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, 2.
2 points.
Yeah.
She's 0 of 7 from three-point range.
She's more of a threat for them. She needs to get going. It can't just be Vash. It's not enough.
Vash puts it up. Good! Three-pointer. Stops the bleeding a little. Gets it back to a 13-point deficit with 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, Badosh had 19 points the other night. She has enough in the tank. She's just not hitting her shots. Yeah, actually, last game she went 4 from 12, so she's been struggling the last 2 games. The coach really can't afford for Vash to sub out. She's looked at coach and says she needs a sub, but he can't take her out.
Needs the offense, but you can only applaud this Congolese team, the way they are taking care of business at the free throw line.
Yeah, very impressed by them.
It's 1 of 2, probably against them. And they do just get it out of danger. Dorsta brings it across midcourt. Pass back outside to Baros. Evra over to Baros. Goes to 0 for 8. Correa goes in and gets swatted by FIBA. Now up ahead to Baros. Oh, that's right. She scored her 2 points on the break, but there she goes in and misses again. So she's having a nightmare of her first half. And then an easy one for the Congolese to go up by 15 points.
Yeah, Congo's really established down low presence. All of their baskets are all 2-pointers, hardly from the 3. I don't blame them. That is where their advantage is.
Baros just can't buy a basket. Quick pass. And she was wide open. A break. So Baros goes out. And Livramento, despite the limp, is going to come back in. Obviously he's got to do something, but I don't see how putting Livramento in is going to help if she can't chase on defense. That was the Voss shot from three-point range. Rocha.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they subbed her back in.
Yeah, she's just come back in. Look at the three-point shooting.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. It's obviously not moving well, but sometimes you got to figure it out.
Still plenty of time here, but they've got to get somebody that can put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, only Vash is on the floor who can do that.
They knew the pass was coming back out to the perimeter. Well played. And quick response, and that's about as easy as it comes. Excellent play by Kalanga. Got the rejection. She dribbled down the floor, and then she just laid off the assist.
Yeah, and they're just sitting in this zone, bunging up the middle of the floor, forcing them having to take long shots, and then look, just stealing the ball easy. You know, we've actually seen a lot of teams this tournament last couple of days sitting in the zone and staying in the zone. They're not switching it up. We see Cape Verde, they switch up between man and zone. But we saw somebody yesterday I can't recall, sorry, but I know that they sat in the zone in the same way the Congolese are doing it here.
A little bit of a push. The Congo with 1:24 to go. It's only their 4th foul. Livramento. There's only so much she can do. Here she is. Good reach that time, knocking it out of bounds. I'll tell you, Kayolo's been a handful as well. Shot clock winding down, 5 seconds on the shot clock. And Alicia Fernandez is going to inbound it. Foul for 3. Well, you would imagine one of these threes would go. They've had a couple from Bosch. Cape Verde from 3-point range, 3 of 19 from 3-point range. It's just not going to cut it for the way they play. They need those balls to drop. Another offensive rebound. This time Correa battles. Still the offensive rebound. And another attempt and another basket and another contribution from number 11, Betty Kalanga.
Yeah, it's just too much for Cape Verde. They are persistent. Congo getting extra possessions. Ultimately keeping them in a nice distance, up 20 here.
Fernandez, her attempt rims out. 19 points. Golden opportunity for the Democratic Republic of Congo to advance to the quarterfinals. They are in command right now. And that is how the first half finishes. They lead it 40-21 over an out-of-sorts, cold-shooting Cape Verde team that is just enduring an almighty struggle trying to grab rebounds on both ends of the floor. Being out-rebounded 31-13 as the Democratic Republic of Congo piling on the misery. They're up 40-21 on Cape Verde.
The rebound game is really changing this game. 31 offensive rebounds, altogether for Congo, giving them second chances. As you see, they're 8 from 23, 31 total rebounds, giving them lots of chances at the basket. 20 points out. They're in full control here. Only Vash is Cape Verde's real answer, slashing to the basket and shooting threes. And they're getting a full line from Congo's big men. They're going inside, really dominating and really showing the disadvantage of a smaller Cape Verde team.
So 40-21, the Democratic Republic of Congo almost doubling up Cape Verde here in the qualification for the quarterfinals at the FIBA Women's Afrobasket 2019 in Dakar. We'll be right back. alley, banked it in. I was like, what are you doing? But then she ended up putting it in the basket. Passes it over to Haroni for three. She wasn't even in this time zone. Oh, look at her drift into the lane, and she passes it back outside, and the three-pointer is good. Lucas definitely pulling all the strings so far. And oh, behind the back, we've seen it all from her, folks. She is utterly brilliant. Dehedi. She is a one-woman highlight reel. Oh, good steal there by Bosch. Now she's taking it down the floor. She takes it all the way in. How about that? Josiana Bosch. 40-21. The Democratic Republic of Congo are just laying the wood to Cape Verde. It has been a real walloping, and the size factor has loomed large in this Congolese team, getting pretty much anything they want inside as they get rebound after rebound, second chance points, but also getting a boost from the bench. And it's also, Zania, worth noting that this team has shot the basketball exceptionally well today from the free throw line. So it's going to be a tough ask. Talking about their free throws, they've hit 12 of 16, which is one of the better percentages that we've seen in this tournament.
Yeah, I think Cape Verde have no chance at this game. The power and the domination of Congo down low on offense and just rebounding the ball, they don't really have any chance to come back. They're just too big. And this was going to, you know, like I said, their height will sooner or later come into factor. And it has today.
Well, the winner will advance to face Nigeria.
Yeah, which will have their hands full for sure. But like I said, one game at a time. Hopefully Congo can keep working on what they've done well here. They've worked in their zone, they've out-rebounded. They're going to need all those weapons if they're going to play a tough, strong Nigeria who will put up 106 points, the most in this tournament. They have a lot of weapons, 1 through 12. They're looking the strongest in the tournament, but you can't worry about tomorrow when you have to finish today.
Oh, exactly. I mean, I don't think it's beyond the realm of possibility that Cape Verde can get themselves back into this game. They got to hit some shots, and they've got to really shut down the interior. You're giving them 0 chance.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry, I like to be positive. I like to share both teams, but Congo's got too much for them to you know. I think it's been a good performance from Congo so far. They came out early, establishing their presence down low. I'm always a fan of post players. The only good person for Cape Verde here, Vash, 11 points. Really their only true offense, slashing in there, shooting the 3. She has had a really good tournament overall, suffering from some foul trouble early, but today I think she's their only offense.
Well, they are 3 of 20. If perhaps the floodgates open and they start making some shots, who knows? But the other thing is it could get even worse in a hurry. So we're going to see what Cape Verde are made of, and we're going to see if you're the Democratic Republic of Congo in this situation, you're like, we've lost 2 games, we've come into this one, and now we have a chance to go to the quarterfinals. Let's put this thing away immediately.
Yeah,
it's right on the edge of being over as it is.
Yeah. Put this away immediately, but also work on a few things. You know, like you said, they do have Nigeria tomorrow. They're probably going to need lots of different things, lots of different weapons. So if I'm the coach, yes, we're 20 points up. I want to work on different out-of-bounds plays, quick plays, good defenses, trapping. Change it up, really practice what you're going to use for the next game, or do you save that and not show it on film?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
But what, you don't have a lot of time to practice these things, so
no,
I'm not sure.
And the other thing to bear in mind is it really does appear that if Nigeria come out focused, nobody's going to beat them, and that includes the hosts, that includes Mali.
Yeah, they're just too strong for me.
Well, good afternoon. If you have just rejoined us from your lunch break or tea break or getting a frosty cold one, second half underway here in Dakar. And it's Democratic Republic of Congo battling away here, and how fitting for the second half to start with a missed three-pointer and then a strong rebound from number 12, Muganza Nyota, who's been terrific. Now some full court pressure, and that is the violation. So good start defensively. It's their only chance. I mean, they got to make the game crazy, and they've got to get turnovers because the three-pointers aren't falling right now for this Cape Verde team.
Yeah, you've got to figure out something. Also,
Well, here's a three.
Also, you've got nothing to lose. You know, you go home.
Bosch is going to put one up, goes in and out. Ooh, leading with the left forearm. Got to be careful. Muganza and Nyota is just big, powerful, strong, and a lot to handle for the Cape Verdeans. Look at this. He catches it, and Barros reached in and definitely got her on the arm. Barros 0 for 10 from three-point range. I mean, you can't pin all of this performance on her, but it hasn't helped.
No.
Also, Jade Litau's 0 for 4 from three-point range. Shot clock winding down. They've got to launch it. Bosch does and gets it to go.
Real rainbow type of shot that was.
I shudder to think where they'd be without her today. She's doing it all for them. She's got 14 of their 24 points. And now Vaj called for a foul. Well, you have to come all this way to Senegal to leave at this stage of the competition. So it's time to dig deep. And for Cape Verde, and meanwhile, the Congolese have certainly given themselves a great chance. Here they are again, Muganza and Nyota, and that is a charge. Easy call.
Winded on that one.
Yeah, Russia takes one for the team every time down the floor, and this time she's felt it from this one. Look at this.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then she even landed. She took a knee in the back from her teammate, Bosch. So she got a double whammy. Probably was worse coming from Bosch. Fernandez from the left, and another three-pointer. And now it's 42-27, so it's back to a 15-point game. Muganza and Nyota crosses midcourt.
If Cape Verde can hit some shots, they can come back. But
I mean, I can't believe how well this Democratic Republic of Congo team is shooting the basketball today. Kalanga with the jump shot.
Doesn't matter what they do down here. Congo comes right back and has an answer for them. Bosch.
And another basket.
Well, Bosch is putting on a lovely clinic today, putting up a nice highlight reel for them.
16 points. And finally an air ball. So before that shot, the Democratic Republic of Congo was 13 of 21 inside the arc. That's 61%. And they are hitting some jump shots. Those aren't just layups that they're hitting. But that was an air ball. And now the possibilities, if this one goes, and it just will not fall for Barros. What do you do in that situation? I mean, if you're on the court, you got to shoot it.
Yeah, you have no choice.
Shoot. And Evra went for the steal, gets the long rebound.
You know, Cape Verde aren't even getting transition points. They're just, you know, setting up real slow, sluggish. Bosch, you know, their only real offensive threat.
Muganza reaches in, knocks it out of bounds, and goes over and helps her up. Says, don't bring that in here. So Maganza goes out. Now Fernandez and
Out of bounds.
Kalanga back in the game. Number 11, an offensive foul called on Akonga, and she went right into Indira Evera. Watch this.
Yeah.
I mean, she's taller.
Yeah, but she just pushes her
Leading with her left forearm, yeah.
And that's when being small can come into a positive factor, because it's annoying and then you frustrate bigger players.
The biggest lead's 21 points. Right now, it's down to 15. And they have to put up one right at the buzzer. Now both teams hustling on the floor for the basketball. And Cape Verde will keep it. So Letao comes back into the game. And out goes Evera. So the possession area favored Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, ball knocked out of the hands. They've got it again. And Mona Lisa Mendes called for the foul. FIBA goes out of the game. Conga goes right at the defense.
Great hands by Vash. Last second there, just tipping the ball away.
Cape Verde being warned about complaining too much by the refs. Here's Akonga again, going baseline, tries to get it. The ball's down, and they will not get a shot off. So a good stand again. Bauder still pleading with the referee. Now, this is back in the game. Livramento. See if she can play. How long can she go? Need to give him a little bit. Had a great first game against Kenya, but then picked up the injury yesterday against Mozambique. Now she's trying to gut it out. Bosch puts it on the deck. And then a reach and a foul called on Akonga.
Yeah, they don't really have an answer for Vash. Good job for her putting it on the floor there. Once again, getting to the basket and getting the foul.
Well,
back to the free throw line.
I mean, in fairness, she was fouled twice on that play. She was fouled by Chanel Makongo first, and then they called the one on Pauline Akonga. So Vash at the line. And these are the missed free throws that kill you. The clock is stopped. You have a chance to cut into the deficit, and you miss the free throw.
Especially when Congo shoots so well from the line also.
And you miss both. Some days are like that. Miss the travel. Open for three. Misses badly. Good box out by Jade Letao. Evera. Livramento gets it to Vash again. Vash drives in, tough move, and
a foul.
A foul was called. I was wondering because nobody stopped.
Yeah, he didn't blow his whistle very loudly.
He just kind of like did a beep.
Beep. He had to double whistle to let them know.
Maybe Cape Verde fortunate foul was called on that one. See, this is even out over the course of the game. Now, she just missed a couple of free throws, Bosch.
Yeah, I need her to make these, please. There we go.
Well, Bosch bends her knees and shows what she can do at the line, makes both. Gets her team into within 13 points. Now the Congolese push it up the floor quickly. Oh, nice passing inside, and it leads to the basket.
Yeah, Congo has had a great game today. Lovely finish, keeping it high.
Jade Littau from the left. Just under 14 minutes to go in the game. Qualification for the quarterfinal. Congolese on top. Shot clock about to expire. They have to put up a prayer. And the offense ground to a halt there. And the pass over the defense. And not much you could do if you're Rocha there. Throwing the ball inside to Chanel Makongo.
Yeah, tough. Only thing you can do is foul.
Timeout on the floor. And it's still a 15-point lead for the Democratic Republic of Congo.
So we got 5 more points to get. Within 5. Okay? 5. Okay? Every time, tudo bem que bola fora, que dar mais 14 no bazar 3.
Dozing off.
Be patient.
Uzode gani ombana ngo babeta siko moko na katikati moko awa musozo obima awa Ginette de ton côté ko hésiter te bana no koma bana je koma e komi akomeli
bazami bale moko tokele moko awa
yango
baona se bakebo nazo tika na 2 jours so matia ba pesi
yango nazo
Mais la grande mobile ne sort pas. Elle ne sort pas.
Il faut aussi là-bas.
Barish, the stats tell the story. She has really struggled putting the ball in the basket today. She's only done it once, and that was a layup. She's missed on all of her attempts from three-point range, but as you know, when it comes to three-point shooters, sometimes they can get hot.
And sometimes not.
Meanwhile, the Leopards are at the line and continuing to do damage, making free throws. They just look almost automatic today.
Yeah, they're going to need that good shooting from the line, especially for their next game versus Nigeria.
14 of 18 from the stripe, 77.78%.
Congo back in the zone.
Bosch to Evera. Littau hits a three mercifully. 48 to 34. They haven't been close to 14 in a while.
Sorry, Cape Verde's trying to press here. Speed Congo up, try and turn them over. And they do. Ooh, luckily.
Oh, good hands. And turns and shoots. And boy, that just says it all right there. Good defensive stand. They barely keep the ball, and Bombolo drills a three-pointer. Got to give them credit. They've come out and they've made plays today.
Five on the clock.
Barros.
Still can't make contact. Really struggling. I mean, like you said, shooters must shoot. If it's the right shot, it's the right thing to do.
The Islanders inbound the ball, but right into the hands of the Congolese, who raced down the floor and missed the layup. So a break. Now Barros.
No real play here ran by Cape Verde, just passing it around the rim.
Barros with a little runner and finally gets it to fall. And the coach wants him to set up the press. Barros almost forgot, but there she is. Trying to get the Congolese to take some time off the clock, force the turnover. Ooh. Ooh. Almost steps. And free throws now. Almost an elbow as well. That might have gone unnoticed by a Conga. This was at the other end. I do wonder when they look back and they review this tape if they'll say, you know, if they'll clarify what is and isn't allowed when it comes to the leading with the arms, because you do tend to see it quite a bit. I mean, the Congolese are tall, so they're already at a, I guess you could say, disadvantage in that when they turn, their elbows are raised.
Yeah, they're really looking for if they swing, you know, if there's a momentum, if it's also if contact is made. Sometimes there doesn't need to be a swing. If the elbow is contacted to any part of the face, it's usually a foul. I guess, is it in the NBA they do flagrant 1 or 2?
Yeah.
It's really aggressive or not.
Indeed. But it hasn't just been 1 or 2 players. It's been several players that have caused Cape Verde problems today, and this is one of them. Chanel Makongo, who has 10 points, 10 rebounds, probably the player of the game.
Yeah, good day at the office for her. A little problem at the table, referees.
I think she enjoys the office environment. Does she get the coffee?
Yeah, I mean, I brought mine. This is my office.
That one rattles out. Why is she taking 3?
I thought one was sportsman. I don't know. Not sure.
So she made 2 free throws. Just double checking here. Did not count the first one. It's back up to a 52-36 lead now. Vosh. And she gets swatted. Just nowhere to go.
I wonder what they call here, because Congo actually had possession when the ball went out of bounds. Okay, back to Congo.
And the Congo, all she did was stand there, raise her arms, and swat it. Intercepted by Vosh. She's open. She might as well take that.
Yeah.
No.
Why not? Yeah,
She's going to give it to Evra. Pass goes out of bounds. Well, 10.5 minutes to go. The lead back to 17, and there just seems to be no end to the misery for Cape Verde when it comes to putting the ball in the basket. And in fairness to the Congo, they are doing a good job of keeping the pressure on. And now a technical foul has been called on one of the players.
Really? I missed it.
For Cape Verde.
I guess talking to the referee, maybe?
Yeah.
Pleading for a call.
And voila. When it comes to taking free throws, nobody does it better than the Congolese. Maybe they called it on the bench. I think they called it on Evra. Indira Evra. Yeah, it was Evra. So Evra gets the technical foul. Barros. Now from the right. And it's right at the end of the quarter. Do they know that they have to shoot it? Yes, they do. And it just will not go in for Barros. She's as frustrated and disappointed as anybody.
Real tough night for her. Only has 3 points.
21 points, the advantage for the Congolese. 7-0 run. Cape Verde did actually get to within 14 points, and they just simply cannot buy a bucket today. And the lead has gone back to 57-36 for Democratic Republic of Congo.
Well, all the stats will be positive for the Congo. 56% from the two, only 33%. Cape Verde, they're really struggling. 18% they've shot 33 threes. They're not going to make a comeback shooting that percentage. Congo have really dominated on every aspect of this game. Rebounding has really been great for them. Cape Verde is undersized, really suffered in this game where other games they managed to, hold on. Vash is going to be most of these highlights. She is really helping them in the scoring. She has 17 points for them, so good for her, but it's not going to be enough for Cape Verde to make a comeback in this game. 36-57, fourth quarter coming your way. Zone yet again. Congo sitting in it. Cape Verde finding it hard to find a shot.
Bosch puts up the three.
Good defense by Congo.
And another jump shot falls. So more and more it looks like it's going to be the Congolese that are going to take on Nigeria in the quarterfinals.
She hit that even with good defense from Vash or Congo.
Barros finally gets the three to fall. Well, 9 minutes to go, just under 9 minutes, and it's back to a 20-point deficit. Now from the right, they hit another three. I tell you, you're up big, and you get open looks, and Ingo Beleza drills the three-pointer, and it's just been that kind of night for Cape Verde and that kind of day for the Congo.
Yeah, they just cancel out any bucket, anything they do positive. Cape Verde, Congo come right back down and punish them.
Bosch, shot clock winding down. And Letao fouls Congo, excuse me. Watch this. This was Barish's first make. So she's off the snide. And now Letao goes out and I think she said something. So a technical foul has been called. So she gets a couple of fouls for her troubles.
Why am I missing all these technical fouls? I'm watching the game. I just don't see what's happening.
Well, you know, frustration and Cape Verde, obviously, when you're getting beat like this and you have such high hopes of having a big tournament, you start with a win. The hopes go even more, grow, and
number 15. And Goze, I was just about to say she subbed in, but she's showing off for you. Scores right away. Big post presence down there, so Cape Verde has an even harder job to get rebounds.
So actually they called it an unsportsmanlike foul. It wasn't a technical foul.
Oh, okay.
So it's 2 shots and possession.
Thanks,
yeah.
Jeff.
We should have been able to deduce that by the 2 free throws in possession. Anyway, here's Barros.
Nope. She was like too wide open then, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She's used to defense being in her way.
Well, I suppose really you know, you would have thought this game would have been more winnable, really, for Cape Verde than yesterday's game against Mozambique, but it hasn't turned out that way. Actually had a much more competitive performance yesterday against Mozambique. They came back. They just haven't been able to get it going today. And you've got to really salute the Congo. They've come out and they've been ruthless today, and that was bordering on a unsportsmanlike, perhaps. Just a hack. You think it was just a hack?
Yeah.
By the way, yesterday I bet, or rather, I accepted a bet.
You what?
That Nigeria would not get to 100 points, and I was wrong.
Yeah,
and Azania won, and we bet a fish. Seeing as how fish are so bountiful, and I was about to deliver the fish to Azania, and she said thanks, but no thanks. And there you go.
Chicken.
And she wanted chicken.
Yeah, but that was a great game from Nigeria. Overall, great performance, putting up 106 points. That is really tough. Bosch here, maybe.
Zana Bosch took some type of shot to the face, the neck.
Yeah, maybe a little bit winded. It's the only way Congo's going to stop her.
So they've called Ngoyosa with an unsportsmanlike.
Wow. Referees is giving them out. What she's saying is...
She was boxing out.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see her plead for the referee.
Bosch misses the first. 7-11 remaining. And makes the second. Three-point attempt. Rocha. Just the rebound outside to Barros. And good hustle from Rocha. To steal it.
Yeah, Rocha's a really good undersized player, really scrappy, you know, really sacrifices her body, gets extra plays. Good on her.
But yeah, it's a frustration-filled afternoon for Cape Verde, considering how most of these players live over in the USA. They've made the long journey over to high expectations, and it just hasn't gone their way today. And things like that, potential three-point play, the ball just doesn't drop. And really, it's kind of a performance that I don't think either of us anticipated from the Congo, remembering how they played the previous 2 days.
Yeah, they haven't won yet, right?
Yeah, they haven't won, and they haven't looked like winning. But today, they have been far superior.
Yeah, they haven't
Third
won
foul,
yet.
Bombolo.
That's why at the beginning of the game, I couldn't really tell you who I thought could win this game, because Congo to me haven't looked the strongest. But today they've really put a performance together.
Both of those free throws go inside the cylinder and stay out. And that's how it's been. Well, 16 seconds on the shot clock, so it should be. I don't think the coach even sees it. If he looks up at the clock, he'll point it out.
Yeah,
they don't even look. Nobody realizes. They just need to look at the shot clock for 16 seconds.
Yeah,
okay, he just realized it.
Yep. Well, there's nothing you can do because it's at 16. It has to turn to 15. So good defense. I think Cape Verde is doing a
The only thing they could have done was thrown at the length of the court, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but they didn't even think about that. Or they didn't even see the clock.
I think they didn't see it.
Cape Verde's doing a good job. They're doing a full court press here. I mean, all you can do is it's win or go home.
Bosch at the line. Now they break the press with ease. Ngoisa chases down the rebound, and it's more for the Congo. Layup. Oh, great play, great patience. 67-42, 25-point lead.
I wish Cape Verde would overload this zone. You know what overload means, Jeff?
Yeah, why don't you tell me? Just put several players
on one
side,
yeah.
As it sounds.
Yep. And they just,
oh, that's a charge.
She has been on the floor a lot today. Yeah. Just give the zone a different look. They have to match up more in a man style. But they're not throwing anything different at them, so they're just passing it around the three-point line. So good on the Congo, staying in the zone. Cape Verde's really had a difficult time.
Now, what will Nigeria be thinking watching this Congolese performance?
They're going to box out because they did a very good job of rebounds.
And they've already seen him probably play their other games as well. So nice shot from Chanel for Congo.
I mean, you scout those earlier games, but you don't want to. You want to scout the later games because, you know, teams get better and better within the tournament. They will see how slow they've started in some games, so they know they've got to come out quick. But also, if I'm Nigeria, I also put in a zone play. I should be ready for the zone as they played it here the whole game. So for my offenses, I want to put some zone plays in. I want to box them out because they've killed on the ball. And you don't want to foul the Congolese because they're very good from the free throw line.
Well, and this is probably what the Congolese are thinking. Hey, look at what we did at the line today. We have been on this automatic, going to the line and making 18 to 24. That's a good percentage. Let's play to our strengths. Let's try to get it down low. But the big question will be, it'll just like what happened with Cameroon. When they put on the full court press, how are they going to respond?
Right. I think Nigeria will overwhelm them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Travel by barge. They will overwhelm them, I think, also with their athleticism. They're really fast in transition, Nigeria. They get out and go very quick. I was very impressed with them the last game. But hey, Congo is making it to the next round, and everyone has a chance.
And then even if they don't win, then they will be playing for that prized top 6 spot, which would get them. Oh boy, that was unsportsmanlike. Was it not? She kind of turned and kind of shoved her.
No.
No. Good call. Good no call then. It's just a physical game sometimes.
Right.
Well, if the Congo can, obviously, they had the great start against Mali, and if they can have that kind of start, shorten the game. But yeah, I think their guard play is going to let them down against Nigeria.
Yeah.
But we will see.
Yeah.
I don't think Chanel Mokongo can play much better than she's played today.
Excellent game for her. Obviously, I think Congo will probably change their game plan, but maybe not. Obviously, they've just sat in the zone here for defense because Cape Verde is an undersized, smaller team. But you might have to have, like I said, lots of different weapons when you're playing such a strong team like Nigeria. So they will go back, definitely scout, and definitely have a game plan ready to execute.
So Chanel Mokongo goes out of the game with 15 points, 14 rebounds.
Good night.
You going to bed?
Yeah. Awesome this game. Good night for Chanel Mokongo.
Okay. Okay.
Lovely stat line, 14 and 15. Really nice. That's what you want from her going into Nigeria, good confidence. She finished great around the basket, she found the ball.
She's been playing her basketball in Hungary.
Has she?
Yeah, she's been playing with
Paige?
Alu Invent DVTK, Miskovic.
Oh, Mishkot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I played in Hungary for a bit.
Okay, so you know that.
Yeah.
Nice play, getting it inside to the big backup center. Bosch cuts in, passes it back outside.
Nice.
Foul, gets the steal, misses the layup. Is that because she's worried about one of those taller Congo players coming in and getting the block, or is she just...
Also shooting on the left side. A lot of players can finish on the left-hand side of the basket.
Yeah.
It's definitely a skill, but Vash, once again, keeps her stat line ticking over.
Yeah, she could probably care less, but she has had a good day at the office. Well, in terms of points, she's missed more shots than she's made, although she shot it pretty well from three-point range.
Yeah, she's missed more than she's made, but when your team is struggling for offense and she's the only one scoring, you end up finding yourself shooting, trying to find something to go.
Bento picks up the foul. She's checked in. to Livramento, who just rejected out of bounds in Gosa. You know, Chanel Mokongo actually played college basketball in America, played the WNBA with Pulse of Shock.
Yeah.
So,
This is where I know her from.
from her Mississippi days.
Yeah, she's SEC. I played at Florida in the SEC, and so,
So you squared off against her.
yeah.
That's right. I forgot you had said that.
Yeah, I told you I knew her. Mississippi was pretty good back then, Mississippi State. Real nice team, and actually they're still pretty good. Nice turnaround. Yeah, Mississippi State's doing well in the NCAA tournament.
Here's another player who caused problems today, Muganza, with her size. What do you say after this game if you are Morera to the players? Remember, they came out really late for the second half. Has he already said what he needed to say?
Yeah. You know, when I spoke to him earlier, he said, you know, they're a new team. They haven't been here in a long time. They've been working together hard. The foul happens there. And I think for him, it was more about the experience and that you can just keep building on these, you know, times here at the tournament. And hopefully, as you go along, some of these players are very young. They keep coming back. And you work on this. You know, when I was with GB, we didn't do well in our first Eurobasket, but as we prevailed. And shout out to my Great Britain girls making 4th in the Eurobasket.
You take every opportunity you can get to do that, don't you? And why shouldn't you?
Yeah, it was a great performance from them, making it to the semi-finals. But you know, once upon a time we were at Cape Verde. We had no experience. We were playing against well-vetted teams. Yeah, so you just take these experiences and you add them all up. And hopefully when you come back in a few years, you'll work.
Oh, Mona Lisa on the break.
Nice little bounce pass.
Nice play, and that's probably going to do it. So 76-46.
Oh, stole the ball at the last second.
And Royston's going to take it in and score right at the end. So 78-46. Last shot, and that's how it finishes. So great day for the Democratic Republic of Congo. They were deserving winners coming out and just really
dominating from
dominated, yeah.
the first minutes, really.
So job well done. They bounced back from a couple of tough defeats, and now they'll get a chance to play Nigeria in the quarterfinals. And you just have to tip your hat to them. They were big, strong, physical. They made their free throws. They hit their jumpers. They made life difficult on defense for Cape Verde. They rolled to a big win, 78-46. Well, it certainly didn't look like they would be in this position one day ago, but sure enough they are, and Cape Verde, meanwhile, are heading home. Disappointment. You can have no ifs, ands, or buts about it after that type of result, but look at the numbers.
Yeah, 28% for Cape Verde for 2. Got out-rebounded 28-55, and Congo just really capitalized on that. Also, Congo actually 23 turnovers. So Cape Verde did turn them over. They just couldn't finish around the basket. Also, Congo sat in that zone. Vash was definitely their best player, 21 points. And it was the Congo for a great win. Hopefully enjoy this win today, but you have to come back because the next game is going to be very difficult in the next round versus Nigeria.
Well, Ngobeleza once again with 15 points. Both she and Chanel Mokongo had 15 points. And I guess player of the game was that. Here's Cape Verde taking a team photo just to kind of remember the occasion of coming to the FIBA Women's Afrobasket in Senegal. And they will know they can play better, but for Democratic Republic of Congo, again, 55 rebounds today, 28. I don't think they're going to have that type of hegemony against Nigeria. They still might out-rebound Nigeria. You never know.
Yeah, but that's good momentum going into that game. You know, you want to be feeling good. You want to feel confident. They didn't really make too many mistakes. And probably one of the teams that actually put a team away early. We've seen teams here earlier. Angola, you know, didn't put Kenya away early. So good on Congo to really dominate throughout each quarter, really adding possession by possession to get a good lead and to keep the lead.
Well, 78-46, Democratic Republic of Congo rolls to the big win and into the quarterfinals. So we have two of the qualifications for the quarterfinal winners today. They have joined Angola, who overcame a sluggish start to beat Kenya. And now we have a couple of more games coming up. Cameroon will next face Egypt. That game tips off at 4:30 p.m. local time, and then we will finish things off with a barn burner. Cote d'Ivoire taking on Tunisia. And that game will tip off at 7 p.m. Or at least we expect it to be a barn burner. So Angola are in, and the Congolese are in. And it was not the day for Cape Verde. They started this tournament with a win over Kenya, but they lost a tough game yesterday to Mozambique. And today they were just never really in it against the Democratic Republic of Congo. You could see the result earlier today, Angola winning at 64-51 over Kenya, and now the Congolese have won it 78-46. And also Cameroon, Egypt, and Cote d'Ivoire, Tunisia to follow. So we're actually coming your way, folks. We'll be right here. Don't miss any of it.